What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Monday, February 13th, 2017, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Adele's 25 was named Album of the Year and Best Pop Vocal Album at the Grammy Awards ceremony in Los Angeles Sunday night. Her hit Hello also won Song of the Year, Record of the Year, and Best Pop Solo Performance. She opened the ceremony at the Staples Center by performing the Power Ballad. Adele said as she collected her Record of the Year prize, "Thank you to everyone that voted, and thank you to my manager because the comeback, as it were, was completely masterminded by him, and you executed it incredibly, and I owe you everything. We've been together for 10 years, and I love you like you are my dad. I love you so, so much. I don't love my dad, that's the thing, so that doesn't mean a lot, but I love you like I would love my dad." She then paid homage to her fellow Grammy nominee Beyonce, who is pregnant now with her second and third child. Adele quipped, "My dream and my idol is Queen Bey, and I adore you, and you move my soul every single day, and you have done for nearly 17 years. I adore you, and I want you to be my mommy." Beyonce, who looked stunning and performed the dramatic set earlier in the evening, did not go home empty-handed. Her Formation earned the accolade for Best Music Video, and Lemonade won for Best Urban Contemporary Album. Her sister Solange also scored the Grammy for Best R&B Performance for Cranes in the Sky. Chance the Rapper was deemed Best New Artist, and his CD Coloring Book won for Best Rap Album. Black Star by the late David Bowie was declared Best Alternative Album, while the title track won for Best Rock Performance and Best Rock Song. Stressed Out by 21 Pilots garnered the Grammy for Best Duo Group Performance. James Corden hosted the gala, which aired on CBS. And speaking of Adele, she dropped the F-bomb and halted her George Michael tribute during Sunday's Grammy Awards. Early into her live rendition of Michael's Fast Love off his 1996 album Older, she began off-key and stopped the performance, vowing to not see a repeat of her 2016 Grammys mishap with All I Ask. She interrupted, "I know it's live TV, I'm sorry," before a series of expletives were then bleated for viewers watching at home. "I can't do it again like last year. I'm sorry for swearing and sorry for starring again. Can we please start it again? I'm sorry. I can't mess this up for him. I'm sorry." According to an eyewitness in the crowd, Adele said, "It's effed up. I can't do it like that." She continued to apologize as the crowd cheered and then started the song over as a slideshow of photos of Michael playing behind her. Ending on the final lyrics of "I Miss My Baby," the singer began to cry as she received a standing ovation from the crowd, many whom were shown also with tears in their eyes. A microphone issue for Metallica singer James Hetfield almost flamed the performance before it started. Clad in jean shorts, chains, and a Metallica shirt, Lady Gaga rocked a duet of Metallica's Moth into Flame alongside the Rockers. Metallica frontman James Hetfield's mic, on the other hand, did not work quite so well. To remedy the situation, the two singers shared a mic. Both Lady Gaga and Metallica are no strangers to the Grammys, with 35 total nominations between them, 18 for the Hard Rockers and 17 for the Glam Songstress. Metallica was up for Best Rock Song this year for the track Hardwire off the quasi-eponymous album Hardwire to Self-Destruct on Sunday. The band had previously performed the collaborative Grammy performance with Chinese pianist Lang Lang in 2014. Bruno Mars and The Time joined forces to pay tribute to late music icon Prince at the 59th Annual Grammy Awards. The Time kicked off the tribute with an old-school performance of their hits Jungle Love and The Bird, both of which were produced and co-written by Prince under the pseudonym Jamie Starr and featured in 1984's Purple Rain. The band, dressed in gold and black blazers and shades, moved to the rhythm and showed off their moves as they put on an energetic show. Host James Corden said, "The sky is purple and the First Avenue Club is sold out, but you have the hottest ticket to the hottest show on the planet as he set the stage. Beyonce and Jay-Z were among the audience members shown getting up out of their seats to dance along. Mars then took the stage to perform Prince's Let's Go Crazy. Mars, dressed in the singer's signature sparkly purple suit, was strapped with an electric guitar as he jammed to the song and played a solo guitar riff. He said as he exited the stage and received the standing ovation, "Make some noise for Prince, y'all." 24K Magic singer also took the stage earlier in the night for a solo performance of his track, That's What I Like. James Corden opened Sunday's Grammys by recovering from a string of technical difficulties and rehearsal mishaps, or so the Late Late Show host wanted the audience and viewers watching to think. Rising through the stage, Corden's elevating entrance suffered a snag, and the host was seen only from the waist up. After crawling his way up, he then rolled down to the flight of stairs, losing one of his shoes and his magpie in the process. He said before dismissing his dancers from the stage, "What has happened, people? We have rehearsed this and rehearsed this and rehearsed this. We cannot allow these sort of mistakes. This is the Grammys, people, isn't it?" He then launched into a rap about being in over his head and mentioned some of the upcoming night's highlights, including Beyonce performing The Queen Is Here Dummy, slay the whole stage with twins in her tummy. But then that earned the lines that earned the most praise from the audience called out President Donald Trump. He rapped, "Live it all up because this is the best, and with President Trump, we don't know what comes next. We sit here tonight no matter our race or where we were born or color of face. Using this art, remember forever, we can survive by sticking together." Later on, while teasing the opening number, Corden stayed humble. He said, "I would hate to get people's expectations up. It's quite a difficult room to do a traditional monologue, so we tried to do something slightly different with that. I come up through the floor, which I'm very excited about." Later on in the show, Corden presented one award pantless and said he was contractually bound by CBS to appear on the show with the carpool karaoke labeled Car so viewers could recognize him from his popular Late Late Show singing sketch series. Moving his car around the audience, Corden recruited J-Lo, Jason Derulo, Ryan Tedder, John Legend, Faith Hill, and Tim McGraw, Keith Urban, and Neil Diamond to sing a group rendition of Diamond's Street Caroline. Beyonce's daughter Blue Ivy ran over to the group for the final lyrics. The contemporary musical romance La La Land was named Best Film of 2016 at the BAFTA Awards ceremony in London Sunday. The film's leading lady, Emma Stone, also earned the Best Actress honor, and Damien Chazelle won the Best Director title for helming the picture. La La Land won the award for Best Original Music and Cinematography as well. Casey Affleck took home the Best Actor statuette for his performance in Manchester by the Sea, a heartbreaking drama that won Kenneth Lonergan the trophy for Best Original Screenplay. Daniel Blake was named Best British Film, while 13 was declared Best Documentary. Son of Saul, Best Foreign Language Film, and Kubo and the Two Strings, Best Animated Feature. Lion garnered the accolades for Best Supporting Actor for Dev Patel and Best Adapted Screenplay for Luke Davies. The Best Supporting Actress prize went to Viola Davis for her role in Fences, and Tom Holland received the Rising Star Award. Comedian Stephen Fry hosted the event at the Royal Albert Hall, where hundreds of high-profile artists, including Britain's Prince William and his wife Kate Middleton, gathered to celebrate excellence in cinema. Nominees Lin-Manuel Miranda, Sting, Justin Timberlake, and John Legend are scheduled to perform at the 89th Oscar ceremony in Los Angeles on February 26. The announcement was made Friday by show's producers Michael DeLuca and Jennifer Todd. The gala honoring excellence in film is to be hosted by Jimmy Kimmel and will air live on ABC. DeLuca and Todd said in a joint statement, "We're thrilled to welcome these world-class artists to the Oscar. These performances will not only celebrate the 5 extraordinary nominated original songs, but also the integral part music plays in movies." Ari Carvalho will join Miranda to perform How Far I'll Go from Moana. Sting will perform The Empty Chair from Jim, the James Foley story. Timberlake will perform Can't Stop the Feeling from Trolls. And Legend will perform both Audition, The Fool Who Dreams, and City of Stars from La La Land. The new Star Wars-themed land at Disneyland Park and Disney's Hollywood Studios are scheduled to open in 2019. Disney's chairman and chief executive officer Bob Iger made the announcement this week. The Walt Disney Company website said the Star Wars-themed lands are the largest ever single-themed land expansions at Disneyland and Walt Disney World resorts. At each location, guests will be transported to a never-before-seen planet, a remote trading port, and one of the last spots before wild space. where Star Wars characters and their stories come to life. Horror filmmaker John Carpenter has confirmed the new Halloween movie is in the works. He wrote in a Facebook post, so you say you want a revolution, you want to shake things up and bring back Halloween and make it rock again? Well, so do I. He also added, so here's the announcement you've all been waiting for. David Gordon Green and Danny McBride are joining the project to complete the creative team. David and Danny will write the script together and David will direct. I will continue my executive producer role to consult and offer my advice and feedback as needed. Carpenter went on to say that Green and McBride recently visited his office and shared their vision for the new movie. Carpenter concluded, and wow, they get it. I think you're going to dig it. They blew me away. I might even do the music. Maybe it could be kind of cool. The film is set for release on October 19th, 2018. Green and McBride previously worked together on the comedies Your Highness and Pineapple Express and the television series Eastbound and Down. Oprah Winfrey may star in a remake of the tearjerker film Terms of Endearment. Lee Daniels is in talks to direct the 63-year-old actress and television personality in a new version of the 1983 movie that starred Shirley MacLaine and Deborah Winger, according to The Wrap. Sources told the website Paramount Pictures has secured the rights to Terms of Endearment for Daniels. The film is based on the Larry McMurtry novel of the same name, which follows the relationship between a mother and a daughter. James L. Brooks directed the 1983 version, which won 5 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Actress for MacLaine. The movie co-starred Jack Nicholson, Danny DeVito, and John Lithgow. Daniels is an Academy Award-winning director, also known for creating the Fox series Empire. The 57-year-old was honored at the Cinema Vanguard Award at the African American Film Critics Association Awards on Wednesday. Filmmaker Kevin Smith revealed he is working on a new Jay and Silent Bob movie. The writer-director posted on Instagram a photo of the first draft of his screenplay for Jay and Silent Bob Reboot on Thursday. Smith wrote in a lengthy message accompanied the image, "This is not a drill, this is an actual image from my laptop. Yes, kids, at Jay and Silent Bob are coming back. Here's the story. Sadly, Clerks III can't happen. One of our 4 leads opted out of the flick, so I worked on a hashtag Mallrats movie instead, which also didn't happen because it turned into a hashtag Mallrats series. I pitched said sequel series to 6 different networks, only to find no takers thus far. Mind you, I'm not complaining. Nobody gets to make everything they want to make in this business, do they? And I've been lucky to make anything at all. There's so much competition out there, so many more cooler ideas from fresh folks. And besides, I had hashtag Comic Book Men and at the Tusk the Movie and at Yoga Hoosiers, which all came together so crazy quickly. And the podcast and hashtag Fat Man on Batman. With all that, how could I fuck about no Clerks 3 or Mallrats 2. He went on to say he has been having fun directing episodes of the shows on the CW, but also longs to return the characters he created earlier in his career. He says, while I love playing with someone else's new toys on at the CW The Flash and at Supergirl, I'm getting eager to play with my old toys again in the interconnected view Ask in the universe I spent the first half of my career creating. And so all last month, I had the time of my life laughing while writing Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, a fun flick in which the Jersey Boys have to go back to Hollywood to stop a brand new reboot of the old Blunt Man and Chronic movie they hated so much. It's a tongue-in-cheek, silly-ass satire that pokes fun at the movie business recent redo obsession, featuring an all-star cast of cameos and familiar faces. And I already met with the good folks at Miramax, and they're into it, so I'm hoping we'll be shooting in the summer. Never give up, kids. You can do anything you want in your life, so as long as you're patient and malleable. Jason Mewes and Smith appeared as the lovable stoners Jay and Silent Bob in many of Smith's movies, including Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy, and Dogma. 2001's Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is the only full-length live-action film to feature them as the main protagonists. Michael C. Hall, Jodie Bafor, and Matthew Good have joined the Season 2 cast of Netflix British royal drama The Crown. Deadline reports Hall and Bafor will play U.S. President John F. Kennedy and his wife Jackie, while Good will portray Princess Margaret's photographer husband Tony Armstrong-Jones. The Golden Globe and Screen Actors Guild Award-winning series stars Claire Foyle as the young Queen Elizabeth II, Matt Smith as her husband, Prince Philip, and Vanessa Kirby as Princess Margaret. Netflix has not announced when Season 2, which is filming now, will debut. The animated series Trollhunters will return for a 13-episode second season on Netflix. Season 1 of the fantasy family series featured the voices of Charlie Saxton, Lexley Medrano, Kelsey Grammer, Ron Perlman, Stephen Yang, and the late Anton Yelchin. Despite his heartbreaking death in a freak accident last year in front of his home, Yelchin will be heard as the human hero Jim next season, the show's creator Guillermo del Toro has said. Del Toro told Huntington-Whitely, "From the beginning, when we planned the writer's room, we set out a map of 52 episodes and created arcs that break every 13, and those were planned 4 years ago. So we have been recording Kelsey Grammer, Anton, Ron Perlman, Clancy Brown, everybody involved in the series for years and years, and there was a break in the arc in the right episode that allowed us to preserve all the work that Anton did that was phenomenal. At the end of recording sessions, Anton did one of the most complex episodes, and then he looked at the pilot, completed, and then there was a great moment in which he was able to see the work and do a really complicated episode in which he did multiple voices, and we were also proud and so close when we lost him. And now I can tell you we're not only going to see the second season, but we're going to be able to preserve a really large part of it with Anton's voice." David Brent, Life on the Road, the movie follow-up to the original British version of the TV comedy The Office, is now streaming in the United States on Netflix. Written, directed, and starring Office creator Ricky Gervais, the film was released in British theaters last year and follows Brent, a former Office manager, as he pursues his lifelong dream of becoming a musician. Gervais tweeted Friday, #David Brent, #Life on the Road is now on at Netflix. Only watch it if you rock and roll through and through, though, yeah. The workplace mockumentary The Office began on the BBC in 2001 and ran for 2 seasons. A U.S. adaptation starring Steve Carell as Michael Scott, a reimagining of the David Brent character, ran on NBC for 9 seasons from 2005 to 2013. This weekend's edition of Saturday Night Live featured numerous sketches lampooning U.S. President Donald Trump and his administration. The show opened with Melissa McCarthy reprising her portrayal of White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer. McCarthy portrayed Spicer as screaming at and mocking at the assembled press corps and struggling to pronounce the names of foreign leaders and locations. McCarthy Spicer also used Caucasian Barbie and Polynesian Monet dolls to demonstrate the different ways people do. People will be screened coming into the country based on skin color. Spicer was also seen promoting her first daughter Ivanka Trump's jewelry line, turning a leaf blower on a reporter and chasing journalists around the press room with his motorized podium. SNL standout Kate McKinnon also made a brief appearance in the sketch as U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions. ABC says it has ordered additional seasons of all the shows in its Thursday night lineup. Set to return for a 14th season is the medical drama Grey's Anatomy, while the political soap Scandal will be back for Season 7, and the mystery How to Get Away with Murder will see Season 4. The announcement was made Friday by Channing Dungey, the president of ABC Entertainment. Dungey said in a statement, Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, and How to Get Away with Murder continues to keep viewers on the edge of their seats and wanting more. I'm thrilled to bring back these shows and the OMG moments that come with it. The season 24 cast of Dancing with the Stars will be revealed next month on Good Morning America, ABC announced. The ensemble will be introduced on the March 1st edition of the morning program. The new season of Dancing with the Stars will kick off March 20th. The network said in a press release Friday the competition begins with an all-new cast of celebrities who will be paired with the show's pro dancers and brave the dance floors for the very first time. Each week, these celebrities will leave their comfort zones and endure hours of grueling rehearsals to master new dance styles and technical choreography to perform a dance, which will be judged by a panel of renowned ballroom experts as well as votes upon viewers. In the end, only one star will rise above the rest to be crowned champion and win the coveted Mirror Ball trophy. Laurie Hernandez and Val Chmerkovskiy won season 23 in November. And in a related story, model and reality TV personality Amber Rose and Dancing with the Stars pro Val Chmerkovskiy have broken up after nearly 5 months of dating. E-News said the split came after the couple spent the holidays and big family events together. Sources told Us Weekly they're just too different. Val has been on tour and really hasn't had time to see her too much. It fizzled out, but it wasn't serious to begin with. A second insider added, I could see them hooking up again in the future. The former couple met while Rose was paired with Val's brother Maxime on Dancing with the Stars last year. Rosie HuntingtonWhiteley has announced on Instagram she's pregnant with her first child with her fiancé, actor Jason Statham. The announcement accompanied a photo of the 29-year-old British model and actress sitting on a beach and showing off her baby bump while wearing a bikini. She captioned the image, "Very happy to share that Jason and I are expecting. Lots of love, Rosie," and photo by @JasonStatham. The child's gender and anticipated due date have not yet been revealed. And a passing to report, jazz singer Al Jarreau, a 7-time Grammy Award winner, died Sunday morning in a Los Angeles hospital, hours before the award ceremony in that city. The tenor's death comes 2 days after an announcement on his website said that he was retiring from touring due to exhaustion. Jarreau died at 5:30 a.m. Sunday, according to a statement from his booking agent, Bob Zivers. He was dubbed the acrobat of scat for the fast, wordless syllables of bebop jazz, but he branched out to mimic other musical instruments and sounds. Jarreau is the only Grammy vocalist to win in jazz, pop, and R&B categories. Last year, he performed in 50 concerts, including at the White House. Jarreau released the first of his 20 albums in 1975 when he was just 35, but within 2 years, he had won the first of his Grammy Awards, jazz vocal performance for his album Look to the Rainbow. In his 1981 album Breakaway, which sold more than 1 million copies, included the top 20 hit We're in This Love Together. The album won the Grammy in pop vocal performance and a song from the album. His version, Dave Brubeck's Blue Rondo a la Turk, won for jazz vocal performance. He also won a Grammy for children's recording in With Harmony, a Sesame Street record 1 year earlier in 1980. Jarreau recorded the theme song for the TV series Moonlighting in 1985. Al Jarreau's son Ryan reported he caught his dad singing the song to one of his nurses Saturday, according to Jarreau's Twitter account. His 1992 album Heaven and Earth won a Grammy for R&B vocal performance. He performed with symphony orchestras and acted on Broadway in 1996 in the role of Teen Angel in Grease Lightning. In 2004, Jarreau recorded an album of jazz standards called Sentier the Positive, which includes songs by Dizzy Gillespie, Duke Ellington, and Johnny Mercer. Jarreau told Billboard magazine, "It's really the first jazz record I ever done. Everything else that came before was pop and R&B. This is a thanks to the kind of music that made me the person I am today." In 2006, Jarreau won his last Grammy, a traditional rhythm and blues performance for God Bless the Children, with guitarist George Benson and singer Jill Scott. He's survived by his wife of 39 years, Susan Player, and his son. Britney Spears says her 8-year-old niece Maddie left a Louisiana hospital. She was treated for days after an ATV accident. Spears tweeted Friday, "So grateful that Maddie was able to go home today. It's truly a miracle. Our prayers were heard and they were answered. Thank you so much for all your love and support this week. My family appreciates it more than you will ever know." Maddie is the daughter of the entertainer's younger sister, actress and singer Jamie Lynn Spears. The child was driving an ATV on her family's property last Sunday afternoon when she veered into a pond while trying to avoid a drainage ditch. She reportedly was underwater for about 2 minutes while her mother and stepfather struggled to free her from her seatbelt on the submerged vehicle. Paramedics resuscitated Maddie and was airlifted to a hospital. She regained consciousness midday Tuesday, and the doctors treated her said she has been awake and talking. They also said it appears she has not suffered any neurological consequences from the accident. The Lego Batman movie is the #1 film in North America this weekend, earning $55.6 million in receipts, BoxOfficeMojo.com announced Sunday. Coming in at #2 is 50 Shades Darker with $47 million, followed by John Wick Chapter 2 at #3 with $30 million, Split at #4 with $9.3 million, and Hidden Figures at #5 with $8 million. Rounding out the top tier are Dog's Purpose at #6 with $7.4 million, Rings at #7 with $5.8 million, La La Land at #8 with $5 million, Lion at #9 with $4.1 million, and The Space Between Us at #10 with $1.8 million. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 2001, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon gets 10 Oscar nominations. After making his arrival in Hollywood with a string of English-language films, including Sense and Sensibility, 1995, The Ice Storm, 1997, and Ride with the Devil, 1999, the Taiwanese film director An Lee decided to return to his roots for his next picture, which he intended largely for Chinese-language audiences. Ironically, the result, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, would become by far his biggest hit to date. On this date in 2001, the film earned 10 Oscar nominations, becoming the first Asian film and only the 7th foreign language offering to get a nod for Best Picture. Based on the traditional Chinese martial arts known as Jiuya, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon starred Chow Yun-fat and Michelle Yeoh as warriors of 19th century China during the Qing dynasty. Kept apart by honor, the two yearn for each other, even as they become involved with a heated drama surrounded by two younger lovers played by Zhang Ziyi and Jiang Chen. Aside from the touching love story at its center, the film boasted incredibly beautiful scenery, haunting music, and last but by no means least, elaborate battle sequence with fires flying through the air and performing other impossibly acrobatic feats. The film's fight choreograph was by Yoon Yo-ping, who directed the action sequence in the blockbuster hit The Matrix in 1999. In addition to the heaps of critical praise and awards, including a Golden Globe Award for Best Director for Lee, an Academy Award for Best Foreign Language Film, and 3 more Oscars in technical categories, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon was an unqualified hit at the box office. At first gaining notice on the film festival circuit, it was released in December 2000 on 6 screens in New York. Encouraged by its success, the film's distributor, Sony Picture Classics, widened its release, and it was eventually shown on some 1,200 screens throughout the country, raking in more than $60 million at the U.S. box office, as well as $100 million worldwide. Crouching Tiger became the highest-grossing foreign-language film in American history, surpassing Roberto Benigni's Life is Beautiful to claim the distinction. Though Lee's rising star dimmed slightly with the disappointing performance of his first big-budget film, the superhero drama Hulk, in 2003, he bounced back with his next Hollywood offering, Brokeback Mountain, in 2005. The film, about 2 sheep herders who fall in love with each other against the dramatic backdrop of the Wyoming countryside, won Lee the Best Director Oscar. He was the first person of Asian heritage to receive that coveted statuette. Brokeback Mountain, which generated buzz for its frank depiction of homosexuality and repression, was a front-runner for Best Picture, but it was upset by the ensemble drama Crash in one of the most surprising Oscar results in recent history. And as your entertainment report for Monday, February 13th, 2017. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.